minutes on this one, and right away from the kickoff it looks as if it's going to be a fairly easy score, and under the posts goes George Graham, and that was really comfortable. Maybe the fastest fastest try of the tournament. 17 seconds from the kickoff.
Yeah, all but 17 seconds, wasn't it? I mean, it was poor defence off the kickoff, to be honest, and just a simple run in for a pretty handy player out in Mr. Graham.
So the conversion is good, and we have 7 points to nil already in this plate semi-final. And the Irish Vikings were fairly heavily beaten in their quarter-final, and we'll be looking to get something back quickly on this. So it's slung out again through the hands. Damien Dolan, also Sam Paylor in there. Pulled out by Graham through the hands. And there's Paylor caught in the midfield. Big driving hit. It's been stolen by the Vikings. Damien Hudd making that big drive, but he's lost possession. And now an opportunity. Number 15's Elliot Reeder going out to that right side where Josh Blucher was somewhat bashed around. But a little kick ahead and a bit of opportunism here, and it's been kicked on further. Opportunity here now. Is there some pace in the Irish Vikings? It's going to be an easy pick-up. And right away, Omar Caro, who is one of the fastest players in the tournament, was caught and thrown unceremoniously to the floor. But the pressure now very much on, and a missed tackle there. George Graham manages to get past that one. And again, some nice handling, and it looks like it's going to be another try for the Samurai. It's a good chase being put on, but it looks as if it's in the corner. A comfortable try score, and that is a score by James Redden. And it was, well, again, the Irish threw everything into that, but they just were outnumbered, and despite the challenges there by Jamie Hooper, there was no chance.
Yeah, Samurai did well there, but probably made their lives a bit more difficult than they needed to. I think that they could have been finished off a lot quicker if he put that ball to hand a little bit quicker, but nonetheless, 5 points on the board and a little bit closer to a win.
It's a big James Redden, and the conversion kick will lie with Jack Walsh from the touchline. And the referee just keen to get the Irish Vikings out of their position for the restart. Looks like a good conversion, and it's a very, very good drop kick from the touchline. And so 14 points to nil for Samurai, and we've only been playing for a few minutes. Disappointing start for the Irish Vikings, who will need to consolidate and try and get themselves back into this match. First thoughts, Ben?
Yeah, I mean, I think Samurai would be a bit disappointed they aren't actually in the cup competition at the moment. So just the nature of the draw, they've ended up here, and so you'd think they're overwhelming favourites in this game.
Good leg drive by Hudd there, and it's gone wide. It's across the Paylor. And there's a bit of work being done there by Michael Fado. It's been released, and it's been knocked on that far side. Frustration for Samurai. That would have pretty much sealed the game.
Yeah, I think it's important for them to be clinical at the moment. I think, especially going forward with the finals bearing down on them. So, you know, the Irish Vikings are putting their hands up. They've got some big boys out there, and they are not shy for the tackle either.
So, Irish Vikings scrum. And Jonathan Hooper has to deal with some fairly wild boots. Through the hands. Ollie Martian trying to get himself clear. Back it comes. And the veteran drives it down. little kick ahead. Looks as if it's probably going to go into touch. It stays in, and but not on the second touch. And a little bit of invention there.
Yeah.
And that was a decent bit of play there. Just didn't work out.
Yeah, no harm in trying those
And the
things
referee has waved the quick throw on. So we've got Sam Monaghan taking a quick one, and it's a loop round James Turner. And Turner looks as if he's going to hold them off. It's going out as far as Cameron Dolan, and that's another try.
Cameron Dolan box down for Samurai National.
There we go. Nice interplay. James Turner. And there's some quality out wide. Cameron Dolan, and already the match looks beyond the Irish Vikings, and Samurai look destined for the plate final, and one would probably fancy they may be favourites for that final.
Yeah, I think so.
Certainly on seedings.
Just on a side note, this Cameron Dolan, he's had a very good tournament thus far. He scored a fair few tries and made it look far too easy in the corner.
The Vision kick is way into the inside. There's the Samurai National side. Leave 19 points to the over the Irish Vikings. And prepare to kick off.
So Samurai with another kick-off.
5 minutes in the first half.
One left, and it's been fielded once again by Samurai. One of the great advantages in tens of kicking off is getting the opportunity of getting it back quickly, and it looks like it's going to be another run in the corner. And that time it is Sam Monaghan scoring a very, very comfortable and easy try. And the Irish Vikings are finding it very, very hard competing in this cup competition. Shipped a lot of tries in the last match, and looks like they're about to ship another bagload on this one. Disappointing defence there, Ben.
Yeah, no, the Samurai side are, like I said earlier, probably a bit disappointed they aren't actually in the cup semi-finals or the final itself. But you know, it's the nature of this tournament. Someone had to go out early, and Samurai side are perhaps a bit peeved they're not there.
On target, just a little bit short.
Conversion is short, 24 points to 0 for the Samurai against the Irish Vikings. And I think
24 points to 0.
I think the Irish Vikings would have probably fancied themselves in the bowl to give themselves a chance. They'd have probably fancied the chance of winning the bowl. But having got themselves into the cup competition, it's been very, very hard going. They fielded that one though. Key now to keep possession. Liam Wardley winning that. And outside there is Elliot Reader, big powerful figure, playing seemingly in the backs. Ball's out, quick throw in. Samurai very, very keen to take things quickly, keep the momentum moving. And it's going to be a line out, so it's going to be a line out on that far side. So Samurai up high goes James Turner, through the hands. Into the midfield comes Paylor, Sam Paylor running at pace, good leg drive through the hands, and again more pace and power, this time by the powerful figure of Vernon Fredericks. And there seem to be Irish Vikings all round the other side of the ruck there, but Omar Caro still yet to see his absolute sprinter's pace that we gather. And some real desperate scrambling defence by the Irish Vikings. Caro waiting in the centre for it. It's come back towards him. It's a rugby league player normally, but he's playing his first rugby union and his first tens at the same time. The Irish Vikings though managing to make some territory, managing to gradually edge their way out of the 22. Again, they're having to move across the field. The little scrum half, Hooper, caught up there, and he's going to be held up in this unless they can something fairly radical. And it does look as if it's going to be a... Well, he's managed to get that down and into a good position. Opportunity now. Ollie Markin waiting at 10 positions. And hands in the ruck there by Samurai and slowing that ball down. And a breather We've got just under 2 minutes left of this first half, and that's a good touch finder. The penalty taking quite some yards on that occasion.
Great touch finder there. I think the team will be very, very happy to get themselves outside the half, and good opportunity for the Irish Vikings to mount some sort of attack. They haven't had much opportunity this far in the game.
So an important line out. It's going to be thrown in by Liam Wardley. Jim Jenner, now the manager of the Irish Vikings, a prominent figure, and Liam Wardley has been another prominent figure in this particular team over the last few seasons. Good take off the front there, and that was Josh Blucher. Wardley's at the bottom of that ruck. It looks like there's Samurai come round. The ball was out. It's been salvaged though by Hooper. Lovely step by Mark On. A couple of Irish Vikings looking as if they're worse for wear down on the left-hand side. So they're down to 8 men at the moment. Wardley's back on his feet, and the referee not happy with the side entry. And Chris Smith there, and the time is off for the moment. We're having the penalty, and I think a bit of an injury for one of the Irish Vikings down on the left side, inside the 22. Looks a little distressed.
Vikings just need to be patient here. This is probably one of the best opportunities they'll probably have this entire game. So they just got to be smart, hold on to the ball, and just trust their.
So Samurai, they've got the penalty, and they've cleared it long, and they've found some good touch, and that will ease the pressure on them. Looks as if we're going to be down to last 30 seconds of the half. And Samurai again off the top. Payton, good running in the midfield. The Crocker's there. Samurai, another Irish Viking with his shirt pulled up over his head and feeling a bit the injuries. Samurai given another penalty. It's quick tap and away it goes. Hud, and there's a good driving run. It's Gethin Robinson. The referee gives the penalty this time. Or is it scrum? A scrum to the Irish Vikings, but he decides that's enough for this first half. So Samurai leading the Irish Vikings by 24 points to 0 in this first bowl semi-final. Join us again in a few moments for second half coverage.
Referee Butler calls them back to halfway, and the Samurai national team sitting pretty at 24 points to 0. Now this the second semi-final for the plate.
So welcome back to the GFI Tens, second half of the semi-final of the plate, just about to get back underway with the Irish Vikings taking on the Samurai, the well-fancied Samurai side. And kickoff takes place, well taken by the Irish Vikings. Ball set up, nicely done by the centre there. Slowly trundling up through the forwards. Ball spread wide. Nice little punt downfield. Will this drop inside? Yes, it will. Very nicely done. Ball sits up nicely. So good net gain there from the Samurai players, and they'll be very happy with that. The forwards will be thanking them for that. So line out formed here for the Irish Vikings. The referee not happy with that. So we reset the line out. Irish Vikings throw. Ball nicely off the top, right back to the halfback. Spun out wide. Great little ball on the inside, but good covering tackle, and unfortunately it was a forward pass, but the good impotence shown there by the Irish Vikings, showing that they do have some impotence in attack, and just well covered though by the Samurai defence, who are equal to the task. So scrum here to the Samurai. We'll be looking to put this game to rest well and truly, and progress to the final of this plate competition. Perhaps a little bit hard done by, that they would have thought they would be in with a chance for the cup competition, but unfortunately that's the way the tournament's panned out. Bit messy there at scrum time. Referee not happy with the ball. Just decides he's had enough, and awards a penalty to the Samurai. Samurai player belts it long. Good touch finder. Cut off a fair few metres, and just inside the Irish Vikings 22. Great opportunity here for the Samurai to mount another attacking play, and hopefully put a few more points on the board. So line out set. Samurai about to put the ball in. Great ball off the top. Unfortunately couldn't gather it as well as he'd liked, and knocked on. So wasted opportunity there for the Irish Vikings. Could have had a great opportunity to put some more points on the board and really put this game to bed. So scrum set for the Irish Vikings. We'll be looking to probably get the ball out of their half as soon as possible, and try and put a bit of a dent in this Samurai defence. And referees called that back. It's an indiscretion in the scrum, I think. That's it. Good touch finder there once again from the Irish Vikings. Been some great kicks to touch in this game thus far. Line out ball to the Irish Vikings. And it's Samurai turn the ball over. Nice little run up the middle there. Good cut back inside. It's done well to hold him up, the Irish Vikings there. And solid ball back. Good clear out for the Samurai. Good rambunctious run up the middle there. The Irish Vikings swoop on that in fine form. Get the ball wide. Good opportunity here for the Irish Vikings. Probably their best opportunity of the game so far. And the Samurai, just silly stuff really, just holding onto the ball inside the... And he's gone over and...
Yeah, there will be a try for the Irish Vikings.
And yes, that is a try. That is a try there for the Irish Vikings. What a bit of just reward for the efforts they've put in. It's been hard going thus far, and just good quick thinking there to take the quick tap, and had all the work to do, and just dotted it over the line.
So Josh Markon scoring for the Irish Vikings. Crikey, I disappear off to the toilets, and they're losing tries left, right and centre, and they come back, and there's been no tries against them, 1-4. So you're obviously encouraging them, Ben.
Yeah.
So the not far away from the end of 5 minutes to the second plate semi, well, to the end of this, and then we're into the cup semi-finals after this match. Very good evening if you are just joining us on Now TV, or you're watching the live footage on YouTube. The first time that the Hong Kong Football Club GFI Tens have employed the YouTube technology for watching the match, and perhaps people from around the world looking in on this. But here we are with Samurai looking to get back, increase their lead again. Big powerful hit there. James Turner. Ball looked as if it was out and went back in again, but across comes Sam Moynihan. Scored a good try just before half-time, and it's a pacey run out wide by Cameron Dolan. Little ball inside, and there's a try. If the referee's happy with the pass, don't think he is. And they will come back for a knock-on. But we still haven't really seen much of the speedster, the Samurai speedster, Omari Caro. And the referee still hasn't made... Yes, I think he's made the decision. It is a knock-on. Could still be a try here.
22 bad, I think. I just don't think they're sure it was knock on or...
No, it's been... we seem to have a 22 dropout, so... which is strange, because the ball was touched down, didn't go dead,
yeah,
unless it was foot in touch in goal. So...
sure, they made a decision though, and it is a 22 dropout.
And they're going to try and run it. But can't get it back again. So
possible crossing there, but the referee plays it on.
Hartman. The big runner there is Luke Crocker, and looks as if he's managed to poke away through that defence, fairly paper-thin defence. And Samurai look as if they've got another one. Luke Crocker scores.
The Irish Vikings,
Irish Vikings now, and
falling victim to
very
the
disappointing.
old put the shoulder on and slide off the tackle, unfortunately, and just aren't converting their tackles. Unfortunately, not completing their tackles. But the Irish Vikings, doing what they can. But the Samurai here is just a class outfit, and have really taken this game away from the Irish Vikings.
And the conversion is good, and so we have now 31 points to 5, and this plate semi-final well and truly concluded, but we still have 2.5 minutes to play, and the Irish will be keen before they finish, before they get themselves stuck into a very enjoyable weekend. They'll be looking for one more try. Look at a little high tackle there on that occasion by Gareth Burton. It's back out, and Walsh has pushed it out wide. A little kick ahead by Michael Fado, and in touch. Again, we haven't seen much of Omari Caro, which has been disappointing. He was billed as being an absolute speedster, but it just doesn't appear as if Samurai have managed to get him wide to get to see that genuine pace. Number 6 is Hayward Jabalomi, and he's been prominent in a lot of what the Irish have done over the course of today, but it's been a bridge too far in order to get the better of this fantastic Samurai side, who will be very disappointed. They ended up in a quarter-final with the Penguins and were bested by the Penguins. Not much options there for the Irish Vikings, so a long kick downfield, and with a minute left, there's just time for one try. The Irish Vikings will be keen to have that one. So, your thoughts on the game on this one? It's been relatively one-sided. I mean, but any positives you pick out for the Irish?
Yeah, I mean, you know, getting 5 points on the board is enough. I think for them, they've had their fun. You know, they've worked hard. I think now it's just time for them to enjoy a few beverages and enjoy the weekend ahead. But you know, good strong effort from the Irish boys. They did well to make it this far, and just outclassed by a well and truly class side here in the Samurai team.
So we've got a free kick. Gives a quick opportunity here too, and there goes the big figure of Liam Wardley, his big moustache, charging through the centre, and the referee in offside. And so that was Damien Hudd putting a fairly fierce hit in on one of the Irish Vikings. There's Wardley again. He's been taking it up all afternoon, and he seems to be still going strong. The veteran, Ollie Marcon, in at 9. It looks as if it's just a matter now of rucking it up as far as possible. Nothing silly. Marcon looking for little holes to go through, and they're certainly not there, and he's almost been lifted off the ground. Ball's come back though, and there's an opportunity now for a quick run. Number 16, Andy Douglas, took a fair bit of work by Walsh to pull him down. It's gone out wide, little step back inside and spin, and suddenly the Irish Vikings looking like they're really up for this one. Maybe one last opportunity. Marcon, who scored already, spins it wide, comes back inside. Big number, Chris Smith, pulled down. Referee not happy. Another penalty, Marcon. It's given to Bird. Bird inside to Elliot Reader. Bird. It's come back out, and it looks as if it could be a breakaway try here. And no, it's not. And the final whistle goes, and it's a victory in this plate semi-final for Samurai by 31 points to the Irish Vikings is 16. So we will see Samurai in the